Welcome back to KHI Press, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eddie Law. Joining us today is a 4-on-1 heavyweight taking on Raiden Kovacs at LFA 206 in his home state of Minnesota. He is, and he may be, made of concrete. Steven Asplund. How's it going, Steven?
I'm well, brother. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Appreciate you, man. We'll get to the fight game here in a minute, but I got to ask about where you're from. What city in Minnesota are you from, and what was it like growing up there?
I'm from Minneapolis. We moved around a couple of suburbs of Minneapolis growing up. I grew up in Richfield and like Southside. My parents are Southsiders through and through, so they kept us pretty close to their stomping grounds. But yeah, Richfield technically. I just say Minneapolis because it's fucking, excuse my French. I'm sorry.
You're good. Hey, we're on the internet, brother. We good. You know what I mean? Anyway, all right. So story goes, you started training MMA to lose weight. How heavy were you when you started, and how did, of all things, like punching people in the face become the option for weight loss?
The story gets kind of twisted. I was 500 pounds, like basically straight out of high school, right? I had a bunch of D1 offers, but I didn't give a fuck about school. I thought football was going to be the end all be all. Every college basically ended up telling me like, hey, we need the transcript. I gave it over. There was nothing to do with it. So after high school, I ended up being so depressed and not knowing what to do with myself. I was working at Devani's as a delivery driver in Cowboy Jacks as a bouncer. So I'm staying up late, fucking waking up late, eating a ton of bad food, just in a not the right environment. And I started going down a pretty negative path, just overeating and trying to drown my sorrows and shit, not really knowing what to do with myself after football ended. And my father was a fighter. He was ranked number one in Minnesota for quite a few years, and he fought kind of a who's who at that time. Fought Brett Rogers, Paula Nastula, Bobby Lashley, all these guys. So I got to watch him growing up. And basically seeing him, just like we've always been athletes, but when I lost football, I didn't really have any outlet to get rid of anything. So all that shit just packed on, and then I I started smoking weed pretty religiously, and I was looking in the mirror. It causes anxiety attacks for me, and I kind of thrive off of the anxiety attacks. I just get in my head real bad, and I start thinking to myself like, "Bro, you're a fat bitch." It's not a happy story.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, it's all good.
It's the truth, and it
Yeah.
got me. I remember it was like December, whatever, 2020, 2019, fucking, I'm 400, 500 something pounds. It's 40 degrees outside. It's 55, 60 degrees, and where I'm working at Xfinity. But I'm sweating like a stuck pig. So I went to the bathroom. I lifted up my shirt, and I'm like, man, today's the day we fucking change. And I didn't start that day, but we got her done. I started doing a bunch of calisthenics, and then after I got down to about 280, I reached out to one of my father's old opponents and current coaches, Matt Larson, out of McCoon's. He asked me how old I was. I think I said I was 22. He said, it's time we get you in there. So I came in. I got my tooth chipped like the fucking guy that was like 15 years older than me. And I was like, all right, motherfucker, I'm going to be back. Like, I'll be back. So, I fell in love with it. And then, as the weight started coming off, as I continued to fall in love with it, continued to lift weights, and here we are.
There you go, man. And so, and again, and the come up story from that start is rarely happy, so it makes sense, right? But it makes for a nice hero story. You're good with it,
Right. Yeah. No. Hey, man. If you got to walk through hell to get to heaven, and I don't think I'm in heaven yet, but I've definitely overcame the largest battle of my life to that point, and I'm just grateful I got a new lease on life, man.
There you go, man. So last time out, scored a third round TKO win over Hammer Morton, who turned out to be as tough as a hammer. It seems you landed an uppercut in that first round, dude, that like echoed in the arena, and it could have put down a small horse, but he just ate it and then he kept coming. What was it like hitting that guy? And were you surprised the ref actually stopped it? Because he got stopped on the feet. That was wild the whole time.
Man, he fucked my hand up hitting that guy.
Yeah.
He got hard head. All love and respect to Hammer for sure. Before the fight, I knew that he only had like one real dangerous weapon against me, which was that overhand. I saw him throw that a bunch, and I kind of figured that's where he was going to try to take it. I mean, honestly, I think after my loss to Denzel, I thought everybody was going to try to take him down pretty early. So I was surprised that wasn't a part of his game plan. But yeah, I mean, Hammer's a dog, man. He stuck in there and fucking ate a lot of shots. He's the only one I haven't dropped really. I mean, like Billy Ray, even it's just that guy's got a hard ass head and an even harder fighting spirit, man. So hats off to that guy. That was a fun one.
Yeah, no, it looked fun, dude. We got to watch it over in the LFA 200 on YouTube, and I was just like, dude, this guy will not go down. What is it? What do you have to do? It was wild. So you go from Hammer Morton to a guy named after a Mortal Kombat character in Raiden Kovacs. April 11th, home game for you, making his LFA debut. First of all, how you feeling coming into this one? How's training gone? How's the body and the mind, syncing up?
Oh man, I feel good. Felt really good to get back in the correct column after that hammer or after the Denzel loss. But at the same time, I had a pretty stern talking with myself after we lost to Denzel, and I think I'm very comfortable with no matter what the outcome is, no matter what the fight is. I'm going out here to pour my heart and soul into this and hopefully put on a show. But that being said, camp's been fantastic, man. I feel super good. I'm treating this, every fight's the next biggest fight of my life, and I'm trying to make a fucking impact. I'm trying to make a statement. I want people to hear my name and tune in. That's all I want. So yeah, body, I feel great. I mean, what's a camp without some injuries here and there, but nothing that I can't fucking fight through for 15 minutes, and yeah, mentally, I'm fierce, I'm strong, I'm ready to go. I feel like I've been radiating confidence. I know Raiden's a big guy. I know he's got a 3-fight win streak, and I got one of my boys that actually fought him as an amateur, I believe. So I'm prepared. I'm ready to go. I know Raiden's gonna try to take my head off or fucking pitter patter me into the mat, whatever his fucking style is, and that ain't happening. I've been working day in and day out, fucking with some of the best wrestlers in the Midwest in the world. Thomas the Train Peterson, Isaiah Gomez, Guzzi Hines, Gable Stevenson comes in and works with us on occasion.
Nice.
So I think everyone's gonna be sorely mistaken thinking they're gonna be able to wrestle my big ass.
There you go, man. And you're in the state to get some wrestlers, man. Gable was there and everything, dude. That's a place you want to get your wrestling game up. It's not a bad place to be.
Yeah, 100%. Our basement gym, we got a lot of talented big guys in our gym, and I'm I'm the only like pure striker, and all the rest of these guys make a fight for my life to get up. So I'm excited to show what I've been working on.
Yeah, good place to be, man. The Shark Tank's always fun, right?
Yeah, fun is the word I use, but yeah, I got you.
Hey, I know the feeling, dude. It hurts. Anyway, all right. So you went on Friday. That's 2 in a row. You get some mic time. You have a name you calling out?
Fuck, man. The only guy that's been holding up head or right in my fucking head, space in my head, has been Denzel since that loss. I got a lot of respect for him. I got a lot of love for him too. He's a real stand-up guy. He just won, and he called me out after his win. So if the stars align, I know he's got nationals coming up. So let him focus on that. Fuck, maybe we could run it back for the contender series. Or even get us on that. I don't know. I don't care. I just want to fight his ass again, honestly. But yeah, just anybody and anybody. Everybody and anybody. Excuse me. I just want to fight tough fights. I want to prove to everybody that I deserve to be here. I see a lot of shit talk about just about my style and stuff, and the way I look and shit. I know I don't look like a tuned-up heavyweight. I ain't got a six-pack, but a motherfucker's bringing a keg to a party. You know what I
mean? Hey, look, bro. Look, we saw Daniel Cormier as heavyweight champion. Okay, you're good. You're fine. All right. Like, I'm not dissing you, DC. All love from here. All right, bro. But that is the peak, like, human physique at that point. Double champ. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. All right, man. All right. So what's the goal in this game? What's the goal in this MMA game? Been doing it for a while now. Trying to climb up at LFA. Wants that Denzel fight back. Which belt or no belt means a lot. What's the thing you want to accomplish in this MMA journey of yours?
My goal is to be able to just provide for my family with fighting. I want to be able to provide a life for my daughter that I didn't have. It's not, I didn't have a bad life or nothing. My parents gave me everything and then some with what they had the tools to provide. But they didn't have shit, and they've given us the world compared to what they've had. And I just want to do that for mine. I want to be able to take my parents on a vacation. That's the main goal. I want to be able to put some money away and buy a house. So if I can keep putting on shows, if I can keep putting on Fight of the Year nominees, motherfuckers are gonna know my name, and y'all can expect wars from me here, moving forward.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. You put on the show, you get, you keep getting some finishes, stuff like that, man. It's hard not to believe you'll get a call from, Mick Maynard, maybe Sean Shelby.
Yeah, whatever happens, man. I
Mm-hmm.
just signed a 3-fight deal with LFA,
Mm-hmm.
re-upping, so I've been super happy with the company. Ed, they all treat me super well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just grateful to be here. My first fight was in a fucking dingy basement in Minnesota, and to be, stepping into a big stage like LFA, fucking these bright shining lights, meeting some of my heroes in the locker room, like it's pretty crazy. I'm living my dream, so I'm happy.
There you go, man. And you got a lot of friends and family coming.
Yeah. We always bring the fucking house with us, man.
Yeah.
I think I've sold like 130 tickets, and
Mm-hmm.
my boy Guzzi, he's the co-main event. So our crowd kind of meshes together, and his crowd
Yeah.
becomes mine, and mine becomes his. So it's gonna be a loud one at LFA 206.
Have y'all in the house, man? Get ready. He's gonna get crazy loud. How important is Thomas Peterson since you brought him up? How important is he to your training and to the overall group at the basement?
That's my big brother, man, and I know he's not the oldest one in our group, but fuck, I think everybody kind of looks at him as our big brother. He's
Mm-hmm.
definitely our leader, we his attitude is probably the main thing that I think rubs off on everybody. He's just such a positive man, and
Mm-hmm.
like a positive, God fearing man, and he doesn't let shit really stick in his head for too long. And that's one thing I admire the fuck about him, or admire about him a ton. I'm sorry.
You good?
But no, and his work ethic, man. His work ethic is second to none. I don't think I've seen a blue collar boy work as hard as he does, and then come fucking work as hard as he does after.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy pushes the pace, and uh, he's the reason that I evolved. From being a fucking 1-2 strike fighter to turning into
Mm-hmm.
what I am now. I mean, I don't know, man. He's a superstar. I fucking love that dude.
There you go. That's your boy,
Yeah,
man. Talk him
yeah,
up. It's your boy.
my fucking boy, man. And
Yeah.
just seeing him develop over the last couple of years. Like we started together when I was an amateur. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy Bulenberg. He facilitated that relationship for us. And like I'll never forget my first day going in because I seen Tommy fight and I was like, oh, bro, he's a big wrestler, but I feel like I'll be able to put some paws on him with the hand. I went in first day, got humbled like a motherfucker. He whooped my ass, man.
Oh, dude.
Takedown after takedown after takedown after takedown. I was like, fuck, dude, what am I doing here? Uh, but no, and after that, just being able, coming from two different parts of life, but
Mm-hmm.
two blue collar boys that are just trying to make shit happen for their families, man. And
Mm-hmm.
I admire him. I'm not the most articulate man on earth, but I will say he's one of the most genuine, kind people I've ever met, especially in this game because you tend to meet a lot of grimy motherfuckers, whether it be management, promoters,
Mm-hmm.
fucking trainers, whatever, other fighters. Um, so yeah, he's a joy to be around and just a real fucking workhorse, man. He
Mm-hmm.
he he's bred everything that we all have into us. Obviously we're all kind of psychos and dogs in our own right. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's a reason we're all in this fucked up sport. But he definitely has helped us hone our skills, and he's given us just like a great program, a great set of things we're doing every week. So I fucking love him. I appreciate him more than he knows.
There you go. All right, let's get some quick fire ones here, and we'll have you on your way. First one: who is your biggest supporter?
My biggest supporter is I think my family. I can't really single anybody out.
Mm-hmm.
The way my parents, my lady, my brothers. I wouldn't be able to do any of this shit without them, and they breathe faith and belief into me. But I think most fighters will tell you the lows before the fights, highs and lows, and thinking you're good, thinking you're not, whatever. I haven't really had to doubt myself in a while because of them. So
There you go. Who's your first? I was gonna say phone call, but I think everyone you care about is gonna be in the building that night. Who's the first hug you're giving, or you're looking for? Who's the first person you're looking for after you get that win?
either gonna be my lady or my daughter if she's in
Mm-hmm.
attendance.
There you go. First post-fight meal. Have you planned that out, or just whatever comes?
I get liquid dinner, baby. I'll take like maybe a shot of tequila and a Corona right after the fight and try to coast maybe some bar wings or something later in the night.
All right, man. You got to celebrate it one way or another. So there you go.
know what I mean?
Yes, sir. All right. Favorite athlete outside of MMA or outside of combat sports?
Favorite athlete outside of combat sports, man. I grew up as a Vikings fan, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Adrian Peterson was my hero growing up. He's one of the best running backs of all time. Just a powerhouse. I'd have to say AP, man, for sure.
There you go. All right. And on April 11th against Raiden Kovacs at LFA 206 in your home state of Minnesota, Steven, what can the fans expect from Concrete Asplund?
Expect blood, baby. This is gonna be a good one. I'm switching my nickname from Concrete to the Butcher. The boys in the gym were telling me that Concrete's kind of a legacy thing. I stole it from my daddy, and Lucy and Tommy tell me I slice these fuckers up, call me the Butcher in training. So I think it's time we take that on. Expect blood and expect a lot of heart and just a high pace, man. I like putting on a volume on these heavyweights that they can't keep up with. Cardio is a huge thing, so expect heavy hands, expect some fucking big blows, and expect some fun fights because LFA never fails to disappoint. It never fails, never disappoints. Jesus Christ, fucking man! What a promo!
You good, bro? You good? Hey, don't miss the birth of the Butcher, folks. At LFA 206, April 11th, in the Mystic Lake Casino Hotel in Prior Lake, Minnesota. Tickets available at LFA.com through Ticketmaster. Broadcasting live on UFC Fight Pass, featuring our guy right here. He is Steven the Butcher Asplund. Steven, thank you for your time, man.
Much love, brother. Thank you again.